Hi, I'm Dr. Sara Nasserzadeh.
And I am Dr. Alan Altman, and we're here on Love Bytes.
Hi, the question that we get a lot on the show is, does love translate to sex, or does sex translate to love? I would like to have your take on that, Dr.
Oh, well, I think there's not a real equal sign there. I think love and sex can be together, but I think it can also be very different. When sex is good in a marriage, as an example, it's about 15% of that marriage. When sex is bad, it's about 75% of that marriage because of the problems that it can cause if there's distress on the part of one of the partners, no question about it. But sex and love are really two totally different things. Sex is something now, I mean, you can do it by yourself, you don't need a partner. Sex is something that can be very visual, especially to men watching it. Love is an openness. Mm-hmm. Love is a, what's the word I'm looking for? A vulnerability. There's a sense of vulnerability there. Love is giving one to another and being open and vulnerable to the extent that you could get hurt with it. Sex, especially in today's generation, is screwing. I mean, it's you can have sex and be sex buddies or fuck buddies, if you would, friends with benefits, and it doesn't necessarily have to go deeper than that. So I think there's a major difference, and I'm a little concerned about that difference as far as just the sex with the generation in their 20s and maybe 30s right now. Where is that going to wind up later on? What are your thoughts about sex and love?
I actually think that all the elements you mentioned for love could be very true, especially for women. Being vulnerable, being there, opening up and accepting another person, getting really badly hurt. That would be my concern for the generation who might think that sex is completely different. And it's very interesting, the analogy that you use for this 15% and 75%, I always tell my couples, I say if relationship is a four-legged chair, one is only sex. It's a way of communication, just an intimate way of communication. If it's here, wonderful. If it's not there or kind of wobbly, then the relationship would be a little bit shaky, well, a lot shaky. So that's actually quite interesting just to think about it as, and also, do we even need love to have relationship? So this is all another concept that we can talk about later.